Whenever I get into bed, I always feel someone staring at me. Then I found out something I shouldn't have. It started with the smell. At first, I thought it was the old wood of the attic, soaked with years of rain and dust, maybe a forgotten box of clothes left to rot. But no, this was different. It clung to the air, thick and sour, like something alive and decaying all at once. It was faint enough to ignore at first, but as the nights passed, it grew stronger, more present. I live alone. That fact used to comfort me. Now, it's the reason I can't sleep. The first night I heard it, I thought it was the wind, a low, dragging sound, like something heavy shifting across the floorboards above me. I remember lying in bed, my heart picking up speed as I strained to listen. It stopped almost as soon as I noticed it, and I convinced myself it was nothing. But it came back the next night. Louder. More deliberate. Footsteps. I didn't want to believe it. I lay there, frozen, my eyes locked on the ceiling. Each step was careful, measured, as if someone was pacing just above me. My breath caught in my throat when the steps paused directly above my bed. For a moment, everything was silent, except for the soft rhythmic sound of breathing. Not mine. I told myself it was my imagination. Stress, lack of sleep. But I knew better. Tonight, the smell is unbearable. It seeps through the vents, filling the house with its presence. I tried to distract myself, to push the thoughts away, but then I heard it again, the creak of the attic door, a sound that shouldn't exist in a house with no one else in it. I grabbed a flashlight and climbed the attic ladder, each step a battle between fear and curiosity. The smell hit me like a wave as I pushed open the door. The beam of the flashlight flickered, casting jagged shadows across the cluttered space. Boxes, old furniture, and a nest. It wasn't made of twigs or leaves but of my clothes. My missing clothes, folded carefully and placed in a corner like some grotesque imitation of home. My throat tightened as I took a step closer. A plate sat beside it, the remnants of food crusted on its surface. I hadn't eaten up here. A sound behind me. I spun around, the flashlight shaking in my grip. The light caught something. Someone. Crouched low, his face pale and thin, eyes wide and unblinking. He didn't flinch, he didn't move. He just smiled, lips cracked and stretched too far, as if the muscles hadn't been used in years. My body locked in place as his head tilted, slow and deliberate, studying me the way a predator studies prey. "You found me," he whispered, his voice dry and rasping like dead leaves. I backed away, my legs trembling, but he didn't follow. He just watched, his smile widening, teeth yellow and uneven, eyes glinting with something far too familiar. I stumbled down the ladder, slammed the attic door shut, and locked it. My hands shook as I dialed for help, but I already knew no one would believe me. From the attic, I can still hear him. Not moving. Not pacing. Just whispering. "I know you're still here."